Okay guys, now that you understand the structure of volcanoes and from previous chapters, you should have a very good idea of how volcanoes are created. But now comes the fun part, and that's looking at the different kinds of volcanic eruptions. Now, some volcanic eruptions occur very gradually, and others, like the one we're viewing right now, are quite dramatic in their explosive power. And geologists classify volcanic eruptions as either quiet, like the one we're looking at now, or explosive, like the previous one and the next one we're going to see. It's the properties of magma that determine how a volcano erupts. And whether an eruption is quiet or explosive really depends on the magma's silica content. And that silica content will determine whether the magma is thin and runny, or watery, or if it's very thick and sticky and slow moving. Here's a picture of Mount St. Helens, and that happened, the big eruption of Mount St. Helens, that happened when I was your age. I was in 6th grade, and I remember watching it on the news. And actually, what's interesting about this is you can see how much of Mount St. Helens was actually blown off in a very explosive eruption. Over 1,000 feet at the top of the mountain was blown off in just a few seconds. And we talked about silica determining the viscosity of magma, and that the viscosity means how thick it is or how thin it is. So high viscosity means it's very thick and slow moving, and low viscosity means it's very thin and runny. As you can see, like this would be lower viscosity. Here's an explosive eruption here. And one of my favorites from Kilauea. Some of you may have actually been to Kilauea if you've gone to the Hawaiian Islands. Anyway, there's a great overview of the different kinds of volcanic eruptions, quiet and explosive, and what determines whether they're quiet and explosive. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Now, back to work.